What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Web3 DJs, home of the hottest projects, biggest influencers, and best conversations on the entire blockchain. NFTs beware. It is Sunday Fun Day, so you know what that means. We got some ETH. It's burning a hole in our wallet, and we're going to figure out what we're going to do with that today. As always, I'm your host, Sticky Finger Jones, and I've got the ever faithful with me, Hofstra.eth. Hofstra, how are you living today, brother? What's going on with you?
Well, I played the main slate on DraftKings today, and I was like, oh, so close to hitting a 10x. Came down to that last Arizona game. Anyway, I made $5, so I'm back in it tomorrow. Outside of that, I looked in my wallet, and I accidentally sold 2 NFTs. I got like 1.2 ETH. And I looked at what I sold, and I go, shit, I didn't remember that I put those up. So overall, it's a good day. Had a massage. I can't complain, man.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Consider count your blessings because I've been trying to offload some of my bags and I know that yours may not have been a bag, so to speak, but I've been trying to offload some of my stuff for probably like 2 months now, and it's been a dry streak for me. So count your blessings. You know, a sale is a sale. Always take profits. Do your own research. Trade your plan. Dips, not dicks. You know, the whole 9 yards that we always talk about here on the show. That being said, let's go ahead and get right into the show and talk about the state of the market right now, because my friends were hitting me up this morning, even my homies who aren't in the NFT space, saying, you know, ETH's at 1,300. What are we doing? Do I buy? So on and so forth. So let's go ahead and break that down right now. Starting at the top, Bitcoin, the gold standard. Bitcoin is right now at $19,445. That's down 3.16% over the last 24 hours and down 10.6% over the last 7 days. Wow, look at that. Then we jump to Ethereum, following the same trend. I mean, that's the one thing that I do like to call out when we look at these charts is, I mean, if you look at Ethereum and crypto, obviously crypto is just a little less exaggerated in its movements, but the chart and the pattern seems to really be the same. So in lieu of that, Ethereum, $1,337, down 8.46% over the last 24 hours and down a whopping 23.98% over the last 7 days. What is going on here, you know? I don't know if this was like the classic buy the rumor, sell the news, or whatever that phrase is. But after the merge, things aren't looking so pretty. We move on down to some of our personal favorites here. Probably one of the hottest blockchains right now, Solana. It's at $31.17. It's down 7.14% over the last 24 hours and down 10.66% over the last 7 days. Perfect time for me to call out here. Again, do your own research, not financial advice, but I am personally starting to add Solana again at these levels. You know, I liquidated it. I took some profits, converted it actually to ETH to, I think I bought maybe another OG Gutter Cat gang. Shout out to the Gutter Cat gang. With some of the profits that I made on Solana. But at this point, especially considering the way that the sentiment in the NFT space seems to be around this blockchain, I am adding at these levels. So let's continue on down our list until we find Tezos, number 39 here at $1.44, down 6.96% over the last 24 hours and down 14.17% over the last 7 days. Now, what's interesting is, you know, for those of you guys who follow me and follow my trading style, generally, you know, if I'm adding Solana, I'm adding Tezos. I actually did some hard thought about this and elected that to not add Tezos at these levels and to kind of just double down on Solana. But that being said, for anybody, again, who is a fan of the show, you guys know that we're into MMA, into combat sports and that sort of thing. I don't know if you knew, Hofstra, but right now in Las Vegas, the Jiu-Jitsu World Championships, ADCC, is going on. And do you know who's sponsoring the event?
I don't.
Tezos. How about that? Very interesting. And so I'm not saying that that's a buy signal or anything like that, but I thought it was really interesting that they would be sponsoring that event. And so it has really made me kind of do a double take on my strategy there. And last but not least, let's find our good buddies ApeCoin, which seems to be, unless I have past it already. Seems to be dropping on the market cap ranking. Oh, number 34, ApeCoin, $5.09. Geez, again, down 10.44% over the last 24 hours and down 9.48% over the last 7 days. I mean, there's no secret here. It's a red market right now. Things have really fallen over the last 7 days. How are you feeling about this, Hofstra? Are you adding? Are you waiting? What's your strategy right now? What are you looking at?
I'm buying NFTs, which is probably the riskiest thing that you could do in this whole thing. But I'm all in. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's just keep riding this thing. So you either have to believe in it or you don't. And I believe in NFTs. That's probably an unpopular opinion for the masses. But I mean, hell, we've got a YouTube show talking about NFTs. And I'll just explain why. So I was going to break down the OpenSea rankings right now. And if you've been looking, so I pulled up, can you share my screen?
Yes, sir.
I pulled up the OpenSea ranking on the 7-day.
Dang.
So if you've been watching anything in NFTs, you're hearing about anything, pretty much the talk has been Renga. Well, what is Renga?
What is Renga?
Yeah, Renga right here. We also have Renga Black Box. So in the last 7 days, number 6 and number 1 is Renga, but Renga's been ripping. So I just wanted to point out a couple of things, and then I'll talk about why I'm bullish on NFTs overall. But Renga, so you got 1, 2, and then Renga is actually a part, Art of Seasons is also a part of Renga. So you can see the art right here. Super, super cool. The design on this.
It is very nice.
Yeah, I'll go back to this Renga. I like the art, and I didn't know anything about it, and I didn't understand what it was connected to. But these are awesome. And what I want to get one of these middle finger flipping up things. But Renga went from...
You going to get that tatted on your thigh?
Maybe. So it dropped, it minted, what, 9.3. So it's been out 2 weeks. You can just see this thing's ripped. It went all the way up to 1.7, and then now it's sitting at about 1.4. I was going to buy it at 0.5, and the reason I wasn't is I was buying 10K TF Genesis sneakers and day packs. Well, this has an association with 10K TF, and the more that I've been looking at this, my strategy now is buying projects that are associated with 10K TF. Now let's go back to the 10-day. The 7-day. Because what you'll notice is there's a lot of connections. So 1, 2, 3. 3 of these are all by We Labs, which created 10K TF. Now, if you continue to go down, you've also got both 10K TF projects are in the top 100 right now. So 10K TF right here is at number 78.
And what's the floor on that?
What's that?
What's the floor on these, on the 10K TF and the 10K TF stock room?
Well, stockroom is 0.15, but you have to kind of understand the project. You don't want to just go and buy stuff like I did the first time. I bought a pair of socks and I didn't know what it meant, and so I sold them. But if you look at the top 100, I'm going to also show other projects connected to 10K TF. So you see World of Women right here. Meebits is connected to 10K TF. World of Women, where is this at? World of Women, also a part of 10 or connected to 10K TF. You've got Cool Cats is also connected to 10K TF. Pudgy Penguins is also connected to 10K TF. You've got Wolf Game, also connected to 10K TF. What else? And pretty much every Bored Ape, everything. So 10K TF just announced that ApeCoin, which you were just talking about, is now the official coin of the ecosystem. So there's a lot of speculation about it being tied to Bored Ape Yacht Club and Other Deed and the video game and all this stuff. So what is We Labs? We Labs is the design studio behind 10K TF.
We knew that.
Yeah, so
That's joking.
I want to just show you. So, oh, who pops up? Louis Vuitton,
Oh snap!
Gucci,
Oh snap!
um, partners, Endeavor, which we talked about. You know, they own the UFC or have a big stake in the UFC.
A little piece of my heart there.
Yeah, so if you click into these and you start digging into what
Oh my
all of
god!
these companies do, you'll start seeing these are big brands trying to get into the space, and they're attaching to Bored Ape Yacht Club, 10KTF.
I see you have Time, Universal, and if you scroll back up, what was that with the W?
Warner Music Group. I mean, those are
Warner
pretty
Music Group.
big companies.
They ain't small.
You've also got, investors, Alameda Research, Animoca, Endeavor, FTX. I mean, when people invest in a project, they're going to put their resources. That's what we call a strategic partner. Someone's going to give you
Right.
money, but also give you, doors opening. What I can't talk right now. Just give you.
Look, well, let me ask this, and you may not have the answer, but for those investors, I see Polygon and I see Ripple. Is the Ripple that we're showing right here, is that XRP?
Yeah.
So those are two different blockchains. What are their roles here? I mean, is it a true investment? Are they attempting to incorporate their blockchain? Maybe, like you said, ApeCoin is the official currency. Are they trying to be maybe, the second currency?
Yeah.
Like, what is their play?
I don't know, but we're hopefully going to have Speculation Alley. They also have another YouTube show on. And I mean, these guys probably have put 1,000 hours of research into this and have gone way down these. And we can ask those questions. So I don't know. I mean, they're all on Ethereum unless there's a play to move over or incorporate it somehow, or who knows. But what I'm getting at, so the team right here, and what I want to say is there are some big players on this team. So I don't know why this is not showing. So
one of these days you're going to be scrolling through this and my face is going to pop up.
Yeah, basically Beeple is the artist. Beeple's the highest paid, second highest paid or highest paid artist. He sold his collection for $68 million at Sotheby's.
Goodness.
And his whole digital collection. But Guy is also in this. I don't know why it's not coming up, but Guy is kind of like, I mean, he's like the man with Bored Ape Yacht Club. I think he's the guy that's raising the venture rounds for a lot of these projects right here. This guy, Guy Osiri.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you'll see right here, this is Mike Winkleman. So Mike Winkleman partners with Guy Osiri, who partners with, he's one of the head guys in World of Women, Bored Ape Yacht Club. So he's also like a talent agent. So he's Madonna's talent agent, but he's so well connected. So he's bringing all these huge people. So Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all these big brands. It's like this guy is bringing these people to the space, but he's doing it, and they're doing it like super low key. Like they're not advertising what they're doing. They're dropping hints here and there. And so you kind of really got to be paying attention. And, Node likes to say value accrues to the top. So if you look at where the NFT space is, it's pretty much all Bored Ape Yacht Club and things that are associated with Bored Ape Yacht Club. Now, if you look at 10KTF and its association with Bored Ape Yacht Club and other side and all this stuff, I can't afford to buy the Bored Ape Yacht Club, but I can afford to buy 10KTF. So I've been slowly selling off everything, buying these assets, and I screwed up because the Genesis sneakers and the Genesis day packs are like the best thing that you can have in the ecosystem. Mm-hmm. And I must have put them up for sale. I bought them. I made a little bit of money, so I'm not mad about that. But now I'm going, I hope I don't get priced out of buying these because they're important in the whole game. But anyway, the top projects I just wanted to point out is a lot of them are associated with 10KTF. And the more that I'm in this, like the more I'm going, I have to be associated with Bored Ape Yacht Club and these big projects because, Gary Vee says 99% of these things are going to go to shit. And that's something we're going to talk about later with, people getting out of their projects. But all these projects are super well funded and there's big names coming in. So the reason I'm bullish on the NFTs is I want to be where people aren't. I don't want to be jumping in when everybody's on this. If you look at like the Bitcoin cycle, There was like 5 different cycles where it ripped and the people fudded it, ripped, fudded, ripped, fudded. Like the people that have been in early and that had conviction and believed in it are the ones that made the most money. Now, I don't know if NFTs which one it's going to be, but I have to think Bored Ape Yacht Club and CryptoPunks and, you know, some of these really well-funded projects, when everybody is running out because they can't figure out how to monetize, these guys have 50 million, 100 million, you know, 200. They've raised so much money on their launches, and they're raising more money after, which means they've got runway for the next 5 years. Anything in business, like a business is not successful in 1 year.
Right.
3 years, like 50% of all businesses fail in the first 2 years, 80% in 5 years. So if you got a ton of money, at least you have runway to operate. And if I'm investing, I want to be invested there. Now, I missed the pump on some of these, but Renga just came out. And some people are saying that Renga is the PFP project for 10K TF. I don't know if that's true, but also they're saying if you own it, you're going to get, you know, some sort of clothing piece for 10K TF that you can put your profile on. I don't know. I just know it's associated with 10K TF, and the art is freaking sick. And there's 3 things right now in the top 10 that are associated with it. And these are all connected. Like this is connected. This.
I even want to say at one point I saw like, I know you pointed out Gucci and Louis Vuitton, but I think Puma may have been associated with 10K.
Oh, yeah.
As well,
Check
right?
this out. Yeah, so this is my wallet right here.
Unnamed.
And
Everybody goes
when we were getting on, I was like, oh, shit, I got 1 point.
Dang, okay, don't flex on us. Sheesh.
No, I wasn't. But, okay, so these other guys. So Puma is also associated with 10K TF in some roundabout way. There's little things in art that they've dropped for the last year where they're popping up, and, you know, Gutter Cats is also associated with 10K TF. In fact, since you have a Gutter Cat, dude, what you should be doing is buying a fucking blank, because you can just you could buy a date, or you could buy a hat and then just put your image on it and sell that image, or at least be in 10K TF at a discount from what it would cost. But you know, Puma is associated with Gutter Cat, and you could buy this this Puma Nitro, and 2 nights ago you were able to burn this for an in real life. This right here, in sometime next year, I'm going to actually get the physical. So they created the digital, and then you burn this and create the physical. Well, or you create the digital, this right here. Now I got a new NFT that apparently gives me like exclusive launches to Puma. Well, the only reason I did this is there's some speculation that if you own this, you'll get airdropped some blank that you can, you know, put your profile picture on for 10K TF.
So let me ask you this. You talked about that, you know, this is the second time you brought up the blanks, and you mentioned the gutter. You know, I'm a bit naive, so I have to, you know, ask explicitly. Let's say I did go buy a blank. Is it more valuable for me to hold it as a blank in the long run, or for me to actually put my image on it? So again, I know this isn't exactly the same, but like, let's take what the Bored Ape Yacht Club did with their serums. And if you look at the value of the serums now, you know, they're still really high if you didn't burn them. Or the Gutter Cat gang, if you look at their juices versus what you get when you burn a juice, a clone, I mean, the floor is almost twice that. So is this kind of the same thing, where maybe it would make more sense for me to just buy a blank and hold it long term? Or is there something that I'm missing and it makes more sense for me to put my image on it?
Well, I mean, it could be, but in order to play the game and get in the battles, you have to have these pieces. Okay. So every week they say there's a storyline that unfolds every week. So every Thursday they release like a new thing that's going on. It would take me too long to explain all this stuff. It's taken me, I don't know, probably 40 hours of just research trying to understand it. It's a very complicated thing, but they want it to be, because they want only real people in the NFT space to be in this. And what they're saying is you're going to be rewarded for staying in the long game. So you could, but you couldn't play the game. So like I share my screen right here. So pull this up. So these are blanks, right? These things right here, you can't do much with unless you're trying to create certain pieces. So you wouldn't want to buy these to start. I bought one of these right here, where the cheapest entry was World of Women Galaxy. So I bought a World of Women Galaxy. If you buy this, you go on the website and you can put your image on these things. So you can create a digital avatar with all these things. You could buy this is a Gucci piece. Somehow it's going to have something, you know, that you can do, but like socks, to make socks, you might have to have, you know, a pair of scissors or something. So all of these are blanks. These are Genesis blanks, right?
I'm trying to
You
get
can go on right now and buy someone else's Genesis sneakers for like 0.7. But to your point, if you wanted to just buy the actual blank, it's almost 2 ETH. So if you're just buying to hold, yeah, it's probably a good strategy. But if you want to play the game, you can't. And if you wanted to brand all your stuff, you can't do that. These things you can stake and you get things. And so anyway, there's all this stuff, man. I mean, it made my head hurt. But the more I've got into this project, I'm like, this is so sweet. Like, it kind of blew my mind. And I was like, how did I miss this? And I think you have to take this project serious now. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, like I told you, I'm going to watch the video that you sent me that's about 2 hours long tomorrow. And I really enjoyed how they said, or at least you said that they want real people in the space. So, speaking of real people in the space, we know all of you out there who are watching this content, you are real people. If you enjoy this, make sure you tell somebody about it. But more importantly, make sure you smash that subscribe button. If you're on Twitter, hit that retweet. Follow us on Twitter. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. So moving on from that, what else did you have for us, Hofstra? Did you have anything else on those top projects?
No, but this is probably a good segue into what we were talking about, where there's a lot of projects now that are very quiet, I think, that are struggling. And what's our segment that we like on here?
The old beefing on the blockchain. Bow, bow, bow. And got to bring it up, man. You know, it is very true. Just like you were saying, there's a lot of projects that are struggling. Times are tough. We're seeing, not going to call any projects out by name because I still have, you know, some emotional attachment to them, is we're seeing people leave. And I definitely want to give the disclosure, you know, I'm not taking mental health lightly or anything like that, but I think when I see somebody leaving and they say it's, you know, for mental health, Hofstra, you can speak to this firsthand. It's tough running a business. You know, you're not even a year in. Maybe you're a year in and you want to leave so you can take a mental health break. I mean,
you're not cut out for business if that's the case. Go get a 9-to-5 job and be an employee. Don't be a business owner because it's mentally taxing every day.
Yeah, I mean, you have people counting on you. You taking a step away saying that you're going to do it for your mental health. Think about all the investors, all the employees, all the and that's just the direct connection. Not even talking about their families, so on and so forth. That you're like it's just so crazy. I think when you decide to go on this venture, unless it's just a quick cash grab, you have to be prepared to. It's a roller coaster, man. It ebbs and flows. It's not always going to be sunshine and butterflies, or everybody would do it, right? And I think kind of taking a step away from that, I don't want to be, you know, so explicit in stating this, but I don't know how that's really any different from a slow rug, right? I mean,
well, that's the start of the project's end, because I mean, you could have said, "Hey, we're buying this guy out. Come up with something else." But it's such an easy cop out to say, "Oh, a mental health break. I got to go." Well, okay, let's just take my business, for example. I have roughly 100 employees. And if I were to go or just disappear and everyone's going, "Hey, where's John at? Where is he? Oh, he took a mental health break." You think my top managers, my top employees are going to go, "Oh, no, that's okay." No, they're going to jump ship and they're going to go somewhere else. So what it does is it instills fear. 2 places. One, to your community, because everyone's going, "Wait a second, we bought into this whole thing, this whole story, this rah, wag me, whatever. And now all of a sudden this guy just bails." Okay, so what's going to happen now? Is the project safe? Oh, yeah, it's good. Oh, really? So I'm supposed to believe now that the people that are left are also just on board with this guy bailing on them, who probably had work that he had to do. Now this makes them have to work more. And then everybody asking questions, "Hey, what's going to go on? Project's going down." I mean, people are going to start jumping ship. How are you going to save that?
It's crazy, man. And I'm going to leave it at this. Anybody who's rich and thinks that they need a mental health break forgot what like to be in need of mental health break? You know what I mean? Like it's just crazy.
No, what I want to see is how much did this person get off the mint? How much did they get on the project? Let's say I'm a 1/3 owner and I made $3 million on the mint and I took $600,000 personally and I bail? Like, come on, really? You're going to bail and you're going to use this. So
Right.
now the next guy is going to go, oh, we don't have the funds anymore. You know what? The project is going down. Guys, it was a great run. This was so good. Everything that we told you we were going to do, we're not going to do. Like, I don't respect that shit. What I respect is, like, say it like it is. Okay, you got mental health problems? Cool. Like, you're out of the project. We're bringing this guy in who actually has the mental health and business acumen to continue to move this thing forward. But just to bail and not have a backup plan and come on.
For sure. And, you know, to be able to do that is a luxury that most people can't afford. You know, somebody out there working 9 to 5 who's under a lot of pressure, who's living paycheck to paycheck, maybe is working 2 jobs, not just 9 to 5, and then, you know, 7 to, I don't know, whatever that it would be, 7 to 12, something like that. They don't have the opportunity to take a mental health break because if they do that, they're not getting paid. And so now what I'm thinking is either A, to your point, they took a fat lump sum off of the mint, which, you know, is rightly warranted, or 2, and I pray this is not the case, these jokers are still going to be getting a percentage of the secondhand sales of the royalties. And I'm like, that's outrageous. You left us high and dry. How can we still be rewarding you? Why would we want to incentivize other people to buy into the project if we know that your bum self is going to be, you know, getting paid still? And I pray that's not the case. But I will also say, you know, I will be very transparent on this topic. If I was a project founder and I was in this situation and I left the project, I damn sure would be wanting my royalties still. But I'm not. And so as an investor, man, I think it's crazy. I think it's wild. As a community member, I'm not for this. You know, the blockchain is supposed to be built transparency. Let's see where that money's going. Hopefully these individuals aren't still getting paid.
Well, here's the thing, right? In a traditional business, if I go to the bank, let's say I got $100,000, right? Or $200,000. They usually want collateral. So either cash, a car, a property, my mortgage. So if I bail, I lose something. The difference in NFTs is what are these guys losing? I guarantee if this guy's mortgage or his house was going to get taken, he'd come up with a better reason,
for sure,
you know, to do this. The other thing is, I feel bad for the people in the project that left jobs to come to a project to work for someone because now they're probably worried about their paycheck.
Yep.
So if the founder leaves, now you got one other guy and I just left my job and came and worked for you, or I've been putting in 6 months worth of work, really believing in this, telling everyone how great it is. And all of a sudden you bail and you didn't tell me what happened. And I find out secondhand. And now you're going to make me go out there and try to keep the peace with all the people. Like, that's a fucked up thing to do to someone.
It is.
Mental health. Get the fuck out of here. It's mental health bullshit. I'm sorry. Sure. You're not.
No. I mean, you're right on.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right on. So if you guys can't tell, we're definitely passionate about this topic. I think that, you know, Web3, sure, we can call it lawless and say we're in the early stages and that sort of thing, but kind of basic business fundamentals, basic ethics, basic, I mean, just kind of common courtesy, you know, these things should still apply. And I think it comes down to either you're a good person or you're not. So.
And you can tell I got mental health issues from being a business owner. So you want to talk about who has mental health issues? I'll raise my fucking hand because I'm sure I've been diagnosed all kinds of stuff. So I can say it like it is because that's how it is, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. So moving on to a more fun topic, pretty much the last thing that I have for the evening, and then Hofstra, you know, close with whatever you want. I've got a quick, fun story. Got to give a shout out to my guy here. Probably the second most talked about thing right now in the NFT space. You see it on my shirt. GutterCon is going live. Wish I was there. I'm not. All my GutterCat gang brethren living vicariously through you have to shout this out. We got this cat. His name is Jonesy the Bird. He's sitting at the MGM here, and if you can see in the tweet, it says that basically he's here. So anybody who's not a GutterCat gang or not in Las Vegas, send him a number. He was going to take the first 10 numbers, do a $3 spin on the roulette. If it hit, we're going to split the winning. So we had that. As you can see here, I got somewhere in here. I gave him the number 4. my number 4 hit. He posted this. Here we go. So my number 4 hit. So boom, we're up $49.50. He said he was going to send it to me in Ethereum. I said, hey, brother, rather than send it to me in Ethereum, let's see what we can go with this. You guys know me. I'm a data analytics individual. I like sports betting. I like to leverage data analytics to get better at sports betting. So, here's my celebration. So I said, hey, man, rather than sending me that $50, how about we double down? Put that money on Wyoming plus 15.5. He actually got Wyoming plus 16.5. Needless to say, that bad boy hit. Oh, so wow. Now I think it was like $96 at this point. And so I said again, hey, I mean, yeah, I would love the $96, but why not double down again? And so I'm going to show you, he posted the slip here. Our next bet was, here we go. He even put my cat into this. How beautiful, right? Maryland. I was confident Maryland money line was the move. So as you can see here, we bet 190 to win 131. Total ticket was 322. Needless to say, you guys can fill in the blanks here. We hit. So here comes Sunday. He says, hey, brother, do you want this? I said, nah, we're on a roll. Let's do it again. Give me Pats -2 by the point. Go ahead and look up your NFL score today. You can see that ticket cost the $322.55 that we saw was the cash out from the last to win $215, $537.60. Let's just say, look up your NFL scores, Pats by 2, that bad boy smacked. So I now have the itch. I go to Vegas. Jonesy the Bird, my featured Gutter Cat Gang member of the week, I guess, if you want to give him, our NFT guy of the week. So shout out to this dude. It was a really awesome time. I was living vicariously just watching everybody show, but to be able to be incorporated like that, I mean, this dude is the man. So make sure you guys go follow Jonesy the Bird. Tell him Web3 DJ sent you and show him some love. What else you got for us, Hofstra?
I'm really thinking about buying an NFT right now. So I've got this bad boy pulled up. It's 0.25. I haven't done much research, but this says the Art of Seasons is a complete collection of dynamic illustrations featuring spring, summer, autumn, and winter by artist Dirty Robot and Renga Factory. I don't know. It's like a pretty good entry price. So which one we want to go with?
Man, he's trying to be Vivaldi, honestly. Yo, I like the umbrella. Honestly, the one that's on the very floor, I really like the umbrella.
Really? I like the colors on this one.
I like that there's 2 on that one. Like it's like you get 2 individuals, but
this one or this one? I like this
one. That one is cool that there's kind of 2 people featured in the image.
I own some in real life art that looks a lot like this. So you know what? Sorry for losing my cool there and hurting.
Click it or take it, brother.
So here we go. Ready? Complete purchase. And what's this one? This is $336. Confirm. And that's it. We own it. So now I got to figure out what I just bought.
Very nice. So on top of that, as Hofstra showed you at the beginning, this man still has at least an ETH to spare. I've got some liquidity that we're working on. What should we buy next? Let us know in the comments. We're trying to figure it out. We want to hear from you. What are you guys looking at? What are we not able to highlight on the show? Give us your hot tips, your tricks, whatever you're looking at, whatever you think may be a good entry point. If the entry point is lava, let us know so we can get after that. Hofstra's going to share his beautiful new acquisition here.
I don't know. Look at this. This thing shot up from was 0.2. I don't know if that was the mint price, but it was as high as 1.2. And honestly, oh wow, this came out 412. Holy
You know what you should do? You should see if we own the IP to this. And let's make this bad boy a sticker, put our QR code on it, and slap these up around town.
That's actually a pretty good idea. The art is so badass on this.
Right. Yeah, I think that could be a good idea. So you have anything else for us today, Hofstra?
No. If you like our show, like, comment, subscribe. If you have a different opinion about my opinion, I'd like to hear it. And if there's someone you want us to bring on or a project or something, we're pretty good about reaching out and hustling to try to get these people in the space on, because we love hearing about it. We love hearing from them and about these projects. And we do it because we love this. two times a week. and I hope you like it too.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I echo all the sentiment that Hofstra just hit out there. We do it because we love it. And on top of that, we really love the support from you all. So make sure, you let us know that you watched the video today, but let us know how we can do better, right? There's no progress without, I guess, identifying the opportunity for progress. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and hit you guys with a quick, I have never done this before, but we do have a guest on every show. I'm calling him the supervisor here. This is Dutch. So right here, we're showing a dog. If a dog isn't
manager
to retweet this and tell a friend about the show, then I don't know what else is. So that's our right-hand guy on the show, the mascot, whatever you want to call him. But again, we really appreciate you guys tuning in every week, hanging out with us. Let us know your thoughts on the show. Let us know what we should be looking at. Let us know what we missed. Let us know who we want or we should have on the show. Until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend about us, and we'll catch you guys on Wednesday. Peace.